finally you've done it. And finally you're on top of the Antarctic Peninsula, watching waves do a 360-degree lap of the world. You're there with your best mate from your school days achieving a world first. And you think life doesn't get much better than this. Well, I've got to stop saying that, because, as we all know, shit happens. And it's how you deal with it and you move on that really defines you and your legacy in life. And what happens next is pretty horrific, because it left me changed, mentally damaged, humbled, and not fully aware of how I would cope with the change of the man that I was left. I wouldn't be here tonight talking to you if it weren't for phenomenal actions of a leader. Who's a leader? The leader's a humble guy sitting in a tent that wouldn't say boo to a fly, who steps up to the plate, takes the actions that brings me here tonight. We finish this day of descending these ice cliffs down to this base. We make camp. We look ahead and we see there's a great big crevasse. A crevasse is an opening in the ice, and as we know, the average ice thickness is 3,000 metres, so an opening in the ice goes quite a long way. It wasn't safe to cross it that night, so we did the right thing. We made camp. And the next morning woke up and it's blowing about 60 knots, like 100 kilometres an hour. And I said, Jay-Z, mate, it's not safe to walk today. Let's stay put. I'll step out of the tent and I'll go over to the kayaks, which are screwed into the glacier over here, and I'll get the lunch. That's all I did. I walked 20 steps from there, over here, to the kayaks. And I'm getting the extra food, and I'm getting the extra ropes to strengthen the tent, because when it's windy, the tent caves in like this, completely over you. And so I went over there to get some more rope to pull the guide ropes out so it wouldn't cave in. Jay's sitting in the tent there. He's looking at his clock, he's saying, where's Pete? He's been out there a while. 10 minutes goes past. He opens up the zip of the tent and he looks out. His mate's gone, and so are the kayaks. He looks up the mountain and he sees like a giant ice cream scooper has scooped the rock and the rubble and the ice away, leaving nothing and taking everything. And he knows that his mate must be in one of two places. Either Pete was taken by that avalanche and he's been buried at the bottom of the mountain and he's dead, or he's been taken by that avalanche and he's been thrown in that crevasse, which we saw the night before. The extraordinary actions that this ordinary person did are quite fantastic. He's packed up the tent, packed up the essential, put it on his back, and does not a controllable descent, he does a one-way trip to a dead friend. He comes down there and he sees that I've got broken bones in my feet, crushed pelvis, suspected broken back, every rib on my left-hand side broken, fractured skull, bleeding from the nose, ear and mouth, and pretty severe brain damage. For the next 3 days, Jay lies on me to give me his body temperature so I didn't die of hypothermia. And he climbs back up, spending 8 hours to go back up to the surface, and he makes a radio call to the yacht Toluca. The yacht Toluca is our support vessel. Roger, the skipper for the vessel, answers the radio and says, yeah, good on you, Jay, congratulations, we've got champagne and we've got chocolate cake. And Jay-Z says, whoa, 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 Pete's been taken by an avalanche and we need help. Now we're talking tonight about luck and leadership and actions of people. You know what Rog does? And quite often it's about what you don't do that defines you as opposed to what you do. You know what Rog says? He says no. Fantastic call. No. No, Jay. Pete's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's lying in a pool of blood, ice at the bottom 50 metres down. That's 14 stories of a building that I fell. Why I lived, I don't know. Ask my neurosurgeon, we don't know, but I lived. Maybe I got a message about luck and about the actions of people. who might come with you on this journey through life. But my moral that I'd like to leave with you is this, is time and time again, surround yourself with fantastic people and put it out there. Articulate it, put it out there and spell it out there. What I say is got it. Set a goal, observe the reality, think of the solution, and here's the hard one. And here's the one that holds most people back. Act! Do it! Step up to the plate, take the actions, change your life. Change somebody else's life, actually act on it. And you know what holds most people back from actually acting and going through with it? Fear. And you know what kind of fear it is? There's only two types of fear. There's real and there's perceived. You know which one there's more of? Perceived. Perceived fear is holding the world back, it's holding you back. What fears are holding you back? I've shared with you a few of mine. I came out of there, I was brain damaged, I was a public speaker, I couldn't speak. I saw a speech therapist for a year just to learn how to speak again and how to hold my tongue, how to control my thoughts, how to meditate. I meditated before I came up here today to talk to you. I have to do that, but I acknowledged that and I made the change that I had to make. Don't let the small stuff steal the most precious commodity we've got, our life on this earth. Thanks for your time.